My name is Boris Belyaev, and I show this information. Relationship graph filtering drawing on the example of site hierarchy extraction. From time to time, we need to get some information from different sites. Maybe we need to get structure of site, or we need to get the whole list of elements from different sites. Maybe we want to get the list of books from different libraries, or the list of images from image gallery. And if we will try to get this information, we will have some problem. The first problem is that the structure of links can be very complex, and we have a lot of garbage information on each page. The number of pages can be huge, and some sites can contain a lot of millions of pages. And another problem that we have limits for downloading, because we can't download more than 1 or 2 pages per second from site, because it can be a problem for site. That's why another problem that ordinary day contain only 86,400 seconds. From time to time it's not the truth, but usually it's the truth. And another problem that usually the structure of big sites changes every 1 or 3 or 4 days, and it can be a problem. And I try how we can solve all this problem. We can to minimize the number of downloading pages till 1 or 2%. We can do it during several hours, even for big sites, and we can minimize computing resources for this task. It's the ordinary page of ordinary site. We can see a list of goods. We can see different filters, and we can see a menu of this site. And we need to get structure of this site, and we should be able to get the whole all elements from this site. First of all, we need to clear and simplify original data. We don't try to analyze the HTML and CSS structure of pages, because every webmaster tries to do the same thing in different ways. And we can use very simple parsing for this task. We need to get only list of pairs. Text of euro and euro, and we transform all these euros from relative type to absolute type. And we should remember about the fact that some webmasters can change the base for relative euros. And if we take ordinary page, we transform it into the list of pairs, name of euros and euros. And the size of site can be unpredictable, and we will try to create a graph where the first node will be the first page of our site. Next step, we should to eliminate common structure from site. If we take each page, if we take a representative list of pages from our site, we can get triples from each page. Name of euros, and frequent this pair on this page. And common combination of this triple will be common structure of site. Usually it will be a menu of site. And if we have some common structure for site, we can split our site into subsites, because usual different subsites have different menu, and we can split our site into forum, catalog, guestbook, and so on, etc. And then we will eliminate all these URLs of common structure for each page. Then we can divide items of our site by the functionality of these items. We have navigation pages, we have target pages, we have filtered pages, crosslinks, cross-links, and pages. And we can get a template for each URL. We can normalize URL. We can delete www, and we can sort parameters. We can delete unusual parameters from URL. We can download each page to time and delete changeable part of this page, and then we can download the same page without some parameters, and 2 times 2, and delete changeable parts of this page one more. And we can compare these 2 pages, and if this URL don't change the content of page, we will delete these parameters from URLs. Then we can split our URL by delimiter, replace all numbers by special word digits, and we can obtain frequencies of text elements from our URLs, and we replace uncommon elements by one more special word. And then we can analyze elements of specific nature. We can try to find brands or filter parameters. Then we join these elements into the string, and this string will be the template of our URL. And we can get frequencies of these templates, and the most frequent templates will be usually target pages template, and we want to download these templates. And the most frequent templates from common structure usually will be navigation template, and we can get different templates for filtering pages, and we want to download filtering pages too. Then we can get additional parameters from cleaning. If we take 2 different sites, and if we take if these sites will have different categories, and if we have the same text of URLs for these sites, usually it will be utilities links. It can be more about company, your shopping cart, and so on, etc. And we don't download, and we will delete all these links for each pages. Then we can take the frequencies of text for the same site and for any page. And if our link has if the same link has different text, we will take uncommon text for the same URL. Then we can analyze linguistic parameters of text. Plural forms are more usual for navigation URLs, but we should keep in mind that we have plurality tantum and singularity tantum. We can use hyponyms and hyponyms, and if something looks like a model, maybe has a brand or model part after brand or name of good before brand, usually it will be target URL. Graph traversal. We will start from the first page as an internal node of our graph, and if after elimination of common structure we don't have any URLs on the first page, we can take our common structure as the first node of our graph. And we will use a breadth-first search if we find some links on the some level, we will ignore it later on the next levels. And if we have different parents for euros on the same level, we can use additional algorithm for choosing the right parent. And we don't download target pages, we don't download filtered pages, we don't download utilities pages. And next step, we need to download we need to deepen our hierarchy, and first of all, we can use breadcrumbs as a frequent combination of euros on the same pages for some subsection. If we have subsection, if we have section and some subsection for it, we can split. We can group our subsection by this frequent combination of euros, and usually the parent of this combination contain into this combination of euros. And one more way for deepen the hierarchy is to use the intersection of target euros on the subsections. You can do it at home on your ordinary notebook. Thank you for your attention.
Probably we don't have time for one question. And meanwhile, the next person who is going to present, please continue. Just a question for me. Do you use sites are built on top of various CMS systems? And do you take into account or somehow detect that CMS engine that the site is built on?
We don't use. We don't try to analyze CMS system or not. So we try. We can take any type of site and try to analyze this structure.
Okay. Thank you. Let's.